Hi, I'm here today to talk to you about two of the most important words in the English language. In order to stay close with your family and connected with your family and your friends, you have to know these two words. Do you have any guesses? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Really, really important, right? Because the reality is that when we're being friends with people or we're hanging out with our family, we're not always going to be perfect. We're not always going to say things that are super nice, and we sometimes might do things that aren't very nice too. And that's just the nature of being a human being, right? We're not going to be perfect, so we have to know these two words. I'm sorry. And you have to know how to say I'm sorry in a particular way. Because I have to tell you, a bad apology, and even no apology at all, can cause a crack in your friendship. And sometimes can make you not friends again at all, which wouldn't be very good, right? So the reality is that apologies are very healing to friendships and to family relationships. So if you know the skills on how to say you're sorry in a really good way, in a really positive way, you can heal your friendships and your family relationships just by using the two words, I'm sorry. But the truth is that you have to do it in a certain way, because a bad apology is actually worse than no apology at all. I don't know about you guys. Have you ever gotten a bad apology where someone has said, I'm really sorry I hurt your feelings, but I actually think you're being pretty sensitive? I've gotten that one before. Or, I'm really sorry that I ruined your paperwork there, but you shouldn't have had it there anyways. Right? Those are not good apologies, and those can actually make people feel more disconnected from you and more angry. So bad apologies, you're going to go like this, right? Bad apologies. Good apologies brings you back together, okay? So I'm going to tell you how to do it, because there's actually some really good tips on how to apologize in a genuine and a real way so that you bring your friendships back together and your family relationships. The first thing you need to know, though, is that a good apology requires you to be brave. You have to be really brave to say I'm sorry, which maybe seems kind of silly. But the reality is that when you say sorry, you don't have control over how someone's going to react. So when you apologize, they might pile on and say, well, yeah, you shouldn't have done that anyways. They might not even accept your apology, right? So you have to be brave, because saying I'm sorry is the right thing to do. And it actually would make you feel better about yourself if you've done something wrong and you apologize. It will make you feel good about you, right? So step one, there's a few steps. Step one, use whole body listening. So when you are apologizing to someone, you want to make sure your eyes are on them and that you're listening to how they're feeling and thinking and what they're saying, but you're also listening with your whole heart. Remember whole body listening? The biggest part of that is the heart. Like, you're listening with care. You really do care that you've harmed them in some way, or harmed maybe a material that they have, or you want to make sure they know you really understand that. So you listen with your whole body. The second tip is never use the word but. The word but, as soon as you add that to your I'm sorry, but, it cancels out your I'm sorry. Have you ever had anyone apologize to you like that? Where they say, I'm sorry I broke your Lego tower, but it was in the middle of the room. What was I supposed to do? Walk around it? I mean, it was your fault. Ever have someone apologize like that? It's awful, right? So frustrating. So never use the word but. Just say I'm sorry and end it, okay? And I'll give you some examples. So when you say I'm sorry, you want to own it. Whatever it is you did, you want to own your behavior. So taking the Lego example, you want to say, I'm really sorry that I ruined your Lego tower. That's it. That's all. Okay? No buts. No buts there. Did you see that? No buts. I'm really sorry that I walked on your Lego tower and I broke it. Own it, people. Own it. It's really important. but really hard to do. And that's where, remember I told you about that word brave? You have to be brave and you have to forgive yourself because you're not going to be perfect, right? So you got to own it. I made a mistake. I did something wrong. Okay? And then finally what you need to do is you need to fix it if you can, right? So taking the Lego example, you could say, I'm really sorry that I broke your Lego tower. You worked really hard on that. I'm sure you were really frustrated. Can I help you fix it? That's a great one, right? Some things you can't really fix though. Let me give you an example of one of those. So what if you talked about one of your girlfriends behind their back? Right? That can happen sometimes. Sometimes we do that. We do things without thinking first, right? So we can say to our friends, I'm really sorry that I talked in a mean way behind your back. That must have really hurt your feelings. I'm really sorry. And your friend might accept your apology and say, thank you for saying that. But your friendship may still stay a little bit fractured or disconnected, right? Because in that case, you need time. So people need time to kind of trust you again. So some types of things, right, cause this kind of fracture in your friendship, and the apology is really important, and then it just takes time, right, for them to realize you're not going to do it again. Okay? So remember these steps, right? You want to use whole body listening. Listen with your whole heart. 2, never use the word but because it cancels out I'm sorry. Okay? Never, ever, ever say I'm sorry, but it's really your fault in the first place. That's so annoying when people do that, and it feels awful. 3, own your stuff. Say what you did. I did this. I'm sorry. I was rude. I raised my voice at you. I said something mean. I shouldn't have done that. I blamed you for something I shouldn't have. I apologize. And 3, fix it if you can. Some things are easy to fix. Other things take time and more you just not doing it again. Like the talking behind your friend back example. Within a friendship, you say, I'm sorry, and it will take time and having you not do that again to heal that problem. Okay? Remember, I'm sorry. 2 most important words in the English language, people. Get good at it because you're really imperfect. You're gonna do things that hurt people by accident and even sometimes on purpose because you're mad. And that's okay. But you do need to know how to say I'm sorry and say it like you mean it. Talk to you later.